Libra, hello Libra, Joe. For those of you that know me, and for those of you that don't, everyone, welcome. Thanks for stopping by, Libra. This is like a March bonus reading. This is kind of a timeless reading, so whenever you see it is when you're meant to see it. But it's basically March 2021. And a couple things. It's an open reading. It's not about any topic, okay? So we're not going to stick to any format. We're just going to talk about what comes out, whatever those cards have to say. We're going to let Spirit kind of just come out of these cards. And I tend to channel messages and intuitively read tarot. And then, to me, the least important thing are the traditional meanings of the cards. So I might read a little differently than you're used to. So keep that in mind. We are going to just see, Libra, like what is going on for you. And if this isn't your story, that's okay. It can't be everybody's story, right? We're not all living the same life. We're not all in the same circumstances or similar circumstances, but there are many parts of this that might be for you, some things that might not be, or vice versa. Just take with you what hits home, all right, Libra? One more shuffle, and let's kind of see what comes out. Libra, I'm kind of excited for your reading. Gemini had a very positive reading. It was very cool. I really enjoyed doing it. Libra. Eight of Pentacles, current circumstance. Hanged Man. The Death card. You just want to get something over with so you can reap the rewards. Libra. Excuse me, Libra. All right, we're getting close. Just bear with me a moment, okay? And after we go through these, or while we're going through them, I might pull some oracle cards and an affirmation. All right, you're moving on to something profitable. Strength card. So yeah, Libra, you've taken on a challenge. You're learning something new. You're very goal driven. Eight of Pentacles, your current circumstances, like you're either studying something, you're reading up on something, maybe you're schooling on something. Your recent past, it's like this has been something I think that you put off doing. For whatever reason, or something prevented you from doing this. So finally, it's like you're out of like one part of your life where you were being held back from an opportunity to take on something new, to learn something, to study something, whether it's in school, online school, whether you're just reading books or doing any other type of discovery. You're taking on some new kind of knowledge, right? So that Eight of Pentacles, it's like the long-term goal that you're working toward right now. And so you have you actually have three pentacles and some wands in this reading. And so to me, it's like you're really goal driven and really goal oriented, Libra. Really, you want to be out with the old and in with the new. The Death card, that's like sitting up top, crowning you. You want to just move forward. You want to you want success, and you want it fast. You want some like pretty fast success. You got the Eight of Wands here too. So it's like you're really pushing hard to learn something. I don't know what that is, but Libra, so you're out of that whatever was holding you back. And I think you feel like with the Death card here, it's like you want to out the old, in with the new. It's like you're deliberately pushing through something, taking something on, because you are the master of your destiny. That's the way you see it. You know that if you want to do something and be successful, that you have to be the one to be in pursuit of that. And I just dropped some cards, so bear with me. I snagged my little string here. All right. So one more. So anyway, you have the King of Pentacles down below, and you really have like your long-term future on your mind. It's like long-term stability, long-term future. goals. Something has you very intrigued. It's something you really want to learn about, something you want to kind of pour your heart and mind into, it's going to be like something you're going to have to really work through and work toward. I don't think all of it's going to come entirely easy to you. So yeah, this is like taking on a very big challenge, Libra, and I think it's really cool. I like this because so much hinges on this hard work you're putting in. This flexible card, being flexible, comes out, and look, Gemini had this card, a change in the wind. You're changing your own circumstances. You're really the pilot of your own destiny, but you got to be careful not to overdo it too. Don't put too much on yourself, Libra, and expect that everything's going to come through very quickly or all at one time. You want fast success here with the Eight of Wands. Okay, that's something that it's like you think or feel that the harder you push, the more you learn, the more drive you have, the quicker success is going to come. But really, it doesn't work like that all the time. You can overdo it and you can lose focus. You can become mentally worn down, and your brain could just become tired. So anything you read, study, and take in kind of goes in one, out the other. So you have to make sure you take time to self-care here, because this feels like a very studious, inquisitive kind of person here. But you want success and you want it fast. You have the King of Wands. That's really what's influencing you, and I think that influence is I think there's somebody that you see that, like, you see them, I don't know, maybe you see them on TV, the internet, or maybe they're an author. I don't know what it is, but you see them and you're like, I want to be like them, but better. But they're really, really freaking good. It's like, and that's what's influencing you. It's you see that there's an attraction there, and you want that kind of energy. And so it's really not an ego thing. It's just like, if I strive for that, I'm going to be so much better. I'm going to be so much farther ahead if I set the bar for myself very high, because I really, this person is like a mentor in your life, and you may not know them, but nonetheless, it's like you look to them like a mentor. It's you really pick up on everything they say and do, and I think that you want to be like them, but only like you, but better. It's like this is a big goal. I hope that makes sense the way I'm saying that. Yeah, the Page of Swords. It's you have these doubts, like can you do it? You kind of, I think you have like a struggle with this little bit of self-defeatism. So you might just get up in the morning as you're going about in your day, getting started, and just feel like, man, I don't know that I can do this. Like, is this a realistic goal? Or there are just times throughout your day-to-day life you might kind of doubt what you're doing, but you shouldn't doubt what you're doing. The Strength card is here. You should push yourself within reasonable limits, okay? Not overdoing it, but yes, you should push yourself. And I think that you just kind of have this these doubts going on around you with what you're doing. But again, it's like you are taking control of things. Gemini had a very similar reading, and it's interesting just to see like a different but similar message come out. You have the Six of Pentacles here. This is really increasing or bringing increase into your life. So that's ultimately like what you're working toward, and that's really what you're going to get, is that increase coming through in your life with the hard work put into things. But sometimes, sometimes we have to remember that though we live in a world where we've invented time, so we know what day it is and what year it is, and we can keep track of our lives. Really, time is like, it really isn't a thing. It's like, it's infinite. It's like, it really is just the way it is. And so you have these expectations that if I don't accomplish what I'm accomplishing by this time or this point in my life, that maybe it's time to give up. But you shouldn't give up, Libra. Yeah, so you're working towards something that is better suited for you. You're working towards something that's going to be life-changing, and I think it's going to bring balance into your life. But you kind of gotta take it easy and not expect too much too soon. It's like all about understanding that everything doesn't come in a day. Everything doesn't come in a week. So whatever you're taking on doesn't come in a day or a week. So you remind yourself, what you're doing. You remind yourself, like, this is what I'm doing, and I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. The Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. So you might have moments where you feel like you're not getting anywhere. You have the Tower here too. You might have moments where you feel like giving up, but you shouldn't give up. You shouldn't get into that self-defeatism. I think what you end up getting is the ability to really increase, like, your skill set, your knowledge, your wealth of wisdom. It's going to work for you. It's going to work to your benefit. But you have to remember, again, Libra, I don't know why I feel like saying this, but don't be your own worst enemy. Temperance is here. It's like, don't be your own worst enemy. Realize that the Two of Pentacles here, you can do this. You can take on this task and this challenge, and you can succeed. This is ultimately, with the King of Cups, is taking you to kind of like a bit of a dream, manifesting a promised land. So I like that a whole bunch, but sometimes we have to set realistic goals, like not to expect too much too quick, but to expect good things ahead. With what we put into it, we're going to get back and then some. You have the Flexible card, so you do have to be flexible. I think you have to be flexible with yourself. I think you can't put too much on yourself all at one time, and you have time for a nap. I said that I felt that you may have a tendency to put too much on yourself, and so what you're taking in doesn't get retained, and it just kind of goes away. But this determination you're going toward here, this King of Cups, you're going after what is going to bring you fulfillment, and ultimately that's this change in the wind coming through. So you have big change coming your way, Libra, if you stay the course, if you don't give up, if you just be persistent, but don't overdo it. Don't burn yourself out. I feel like you might have a tendency to burn yourself out. Let's pull one of these. You have Ladybird, luck, blessing, and safety. See, we're kind of talking about, like, this feeling of, like, yeah, there's a blessing here. But it's this feeling of, like, luck. Like, to you, you might say, well, I might get lucky. But I think it's deeper than luck. But let's read this affirmation. It says, happiness arises from within my heart and sets me free. So it's like not putting too heavy of expectations on yourself, and to set realistic goals, because that's where you're going to find your happy place. And it's in the happy place, it's ultimately going to take you to where you want to be. It says, there's no need to fear something you feared was going to happen will not take place. A challenge will reveal itself as a hidden blessing. You're freed from a trouble, and although you may not realize it now, you will soon be entering a more graceful, happy time in your life. Ladybird is an omen of better times and good luck ahead. Do not overwhelm yourself with expectations of difficulty or disaster. Let the past be the past. It's time for your heart to be happy and free. So yeah, this, like, Ten of Swords, you got to remember, don't put too much on yourself, and just trust, get into the flow and trust this, because you are going to be the change in your life that's ultimately going to lead you to a better place. The Strength card, I love that coming out. So Libra, I'm not going to do an extended reading. I don't feel like I need to. But if you want to join me on Patreon and check out my extended readings, description box below. If you want to support me and you like what I do, you like my channel, it's always appreciated. All right, Libra, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thanks.